Get ready with me. I'm telling you some stories. Karen stories. I work in customer service, so I'll tell you some stories along the line. I'm going to be using my Tati Beauty palette. And I'll let you know what I'm using along the way. So, yeah, let's get started. I really just woke up about an hour ago. So I got a little bit, still got sleepiness in my eyes. Got my coffee here. And let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna go back my paint pot here. And my flat brush. Okay. I'm using my MAC paint pot as my base. Okay, so I'm going in my Tati Beauty palette, and I'll let you know which shades I'm using as I'm going along. So, grabbing another mirror so I'm not blocking the camera too much. Okay, so let's go with story number 1. Okay, so I was working the service desk, and so I was working a service desk, so this customer came up to me, asked me about our rewards card, and she asked me can I get another card? It's like, well, you can use, I was like, well, you can use your phone number type thing, and then, so you can use a phone number. She's like, no. So she was like trying to I was like trying to explain things to her as best as I can. So like, you can use your rewards card, but you can't redeem points. She's like, I'm looking for something to redeem points with. So you need a physical card for the to redeem points. And so I said, well, I mean, if you need to, you can always apply for it online. So she's like, I'm trying to, you just apply for it online, and you can do it that way. So, and then like going into a fluffy brush, I'm going on the outer corners. So I was like trying to explain to her, like, so you can use you can apply for it online for the card, or you can do it in the store, but I need your email address to send you the link to get your new card. Is this summing all up? She just wanted the exact same number as on the back of the card. She wants the exact same number. And she said that to me the first time instead of me going through explaining it for like 15-20 minutes. This thing is so much time. So like, no, you can't do that. And then she gets mad and storms off. And then as she's like storming off, she's like, oh, you guys got the rewards catalog? No, we haven't had those in like 5 years. Then she just storms right out of the store. And I was like, I had my mask on, and I was like, bye, Karen. This is why one of the few interactions I deal with people on the service desk, and then if I'm in the back and working bakery, I cold-heartedly believe, even my coworkers even saying, they should make it mandatory for people to graduate out of high school to work retail. Maybe some people might learn this term respect. Okay, then let's go to... Okay, I'm just busy. I'm going for like a smoky-ish fallish look. So yeah, I'm using a lot of like sequin colors. I'm blending this in. This is such a beautiful palette. I highly recommend it. Blends like out of all the palettes I literally own. No word of a joke. It's my favorite palette. So let's go to story number 2. The sourdough Karen. Okay. Yeah, the sourdough Karen. Okay, so this customer came up to me and she grabs the loaf. I'm pretty sure at this point on, I interacted with her a few times. I'm using a Ramona I highly recommend these to clean your brushes quickly in between the colors. So I'm going into an orange. So she comes up to me. I'm pretty sure at this point, this is the second time she came by the store. The first time, I think I remember correctly, that she had interaction with a store manager. So let's keep it this way. I was like, okay, she comes up. I'm pretty sure she was dealing with one of the other girls first. And at this day, I'm like the senior person on in the bakery. So if I'm the most senior person, if my bakery manager is not there, or my assistant bakery manager not there, I'm the next one in line to deal with customers, because I've been there like 8 years, a long time, so I can handle pretty much anything. So I go up and they'll go talk to the girl. We don't slice bread right now. And she doesn't quite get it well sometimes. It's like, well, we do have, like on the other side here, we do have sliced bread on this side. Trying to explain it to her. People are so stupid, like literally. Like, okay, trying to explain it to her why we're not doing this. It's like, look on the other side here. We might have it here. If not, then oh well, there's nothing we can do. So I was explaining to her again, like, and then she just explained it, because of the journey with the stage we are, we're not slicing bread because social distancing and blah 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 blah. And I was like, people aren't getting it. I'm like, seriously? People don't understand what social distancing is and whatever. Then she gets mad. I explain it to her. She gets mad, throws it on the shelf, and then leaves. I had to go in the back of her house to get rid of stuff, and I was bitching and complaining to people in the back of her house. I just deal with the Karen. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh my god. You're not all this goddamn sourdough bread. I'm like, great. Now I come back around the corner and she's back. And doing another debate with me. Okay, let's just, oh my, here we go again, round 2. Oh my god, I'm not in the mood. So I was like, explain it to her. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay. The stuff that was going in my head when I was in the back of her house, and I will say it to her face now. Well, okay, now she's back. And my mind was like, okay. Just waiting with me. And I was like, okay, what happens if I end up sick? I won't be here to serve you. I'm part of the health and safety committee in the store, and we take care of each other, and if I don't feel comfortable doing something, we are allowed to say no. So yeah, I'm part of the health and safety committee, and this is exactly what happens. If I get sick, we won't be able to serve the community, serve you. She still did not like that answer. No. So yeah. She's like, okay, fine, I'll go talk to your supervisor. And then goes talk to my supervisor, I don't know, a few hours over. And she was like, okay, whatever. The supervisor, like, the last thing that the supervisor do was want to talk to Karen anyways. Like, then of course backtrack that. I had two other team members right behind me decorating cupcakes, and like, I go over and talk to him, and it's just like, one of the girls, please don't tell me this car just died on me again. Okay, good, still going. Sometimes I just don't trust this camera at the moment. So, I was talking to one of the team members in my back here. And I was saying to them, one of the girls were saying to me, how much you wish that girl was that woman was debating with you? She could have went and bought the friggin' loaf and took it home. I'm like, I know, right? I know. People aren't not quite understanding what is going on, and they just don't care. All they do is care about themselves. The one thing you learn when you work in retail, people are very ignorant. And they just don't care. Yeah, like, it looks so good, it's looking good. Okay, so, I'm going, this is clean. I'm going to do my base. So, I'm going to touch a primer with my Tati Beauty Blendable. People are like, oh, she's using a puff for foundation? For liquids? Is that even possible? Like, yeah, it is. Like, oh my god. Like, seriously? Like, oh my god. I love this thing. Like, honestly. Secret, I think, is better than the Beauty Blender. It lasts a lot longer. Like, alright, using the Tatcha. Okay, so. I'm going with the cool. Where should I go to school? Yeah, I'm going to go with cool today. No, you know what? I'm going to go with this one. I'm trying out the Candid. I don't know. I've been using this a few times so far. Well, there's a few times I've been trying to film this video too. So I'm using the Candid Glow by Revlon, Photo Ready. I used this the third time using it. It's okay. I don't know how much I like it though, but yeah, you're like, oh, then she's like, oh, she's using this blender, like fluff ball thing, like for foundation. Since when? Oh god, that's why when you guys see my Cool Beauty, I use this thing in my. Oh, I got foundation in my hair. Ah! Oh, it's supposed to be on my hand. If anyone knows who I am and like what I work with, oh, you never know, you'll find on me. Like, at work, like, I'll have whipped cream on my vest, flour down my back. Yeah, when my coworkers know exactly what I'm talking about. She'll, like, look at me like, how the hell do you get flour on your back? Back when I was working graveyards, and we were working graveyards together. She's like, how do you get? I'm like, oh, I think it's just because my vest is on the back of the wheeler, and then like, yeah. Yeah, so I'm doing them. So yeah, so let's go. Karen story number 3. The unicorn cake catastrophe. Yeah, so this story on. I have a few unicorns, that's why I don't like doing unicorn cakes. And y'all refuse to do it. That's why you'll come to my study and not see the unicorn. I'd rather do the mermaid. The mermaid. Easy. Oh, I can do that with my sleep. And I was like, girls like, oh, that was not hard. I was like, that's easy. I can do that with my sleep. So, okay. Unicorn. Hang on, get a good time out. See my time on my camera. See my still in focus. Okay, the unicorn. I was getting, so let's keep a sample. My coffee cup. I was walking, I got coffee in my hand, and my bag, my purse. Walking into my store, getting ready to start a shift. And the customer walks up to me. Oh, you're the one who did the cake. Like, yeah. The big deal is, I'm like, okay, whatever. Try Okay, so she was like, oh, you're the one who did my unicorn cake? I'm like, yeah. Unicorning that unicorn cake is like a pain in the ass in general. Because you have to get 5-6 colors in one piping bag. Oh, I don't know what is it this one like with blindfold, like blends it right out. So I was doing a unicorn cake. I gave it to her. Like, well, I actually was busy serving a customer at this point. Before, let's backtrack the story. Like when she came and picked it up, I did this cake. I like it. I think I thought I did a really good job on it. I took a photo of it. Thank goodness in this situation where I took a photo of it. I haven't taken photos of my cakes lately because they've been turning out really nice. The ones I love doing is a Super Mario Kart and what other one I like doing? I like doing most of them, honestly. Like, I don't mind. Like, I love anything airbrushing. Just throw the airbrush cake in front of me and I'll just go down and like go down in there and start airbrushing. Those ones are my favorite to do. Like, throw an airbrush in my face and then I will do that. So, okay, so let's go back. Okay, so, So, I don't know where it cut it out at, but I haven't started the story. Okay, so let's go. If I do, it's like parts because the camera cut it out. So I don't know. I just threw it on the Candid Glow Seawear. I just blended it out like my beauty blender. I don't know where it's gonna be, where it is. You might see some repeats when I put this video up. So back to the unicorn part where I was talking about airbrushing that. Like, I like airbrushing cakes. Well, this cake wasn't in particular about airbrushing. It was like try to get 5 colors into one piping bag. 5 or 6 colors. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, so I'm doing this cake. I was busy serving a customer. Like when one of my coworkers gave her the cake, no problem. I was done, ready to go. I was busy serving a customer, and I'm gonna flashback prior to this situation. She was like when I was busy serving a customer at the time. And I told one of the girls, don't forget the unicorn piece because we're doing the unicorn cake. The horn, putting it, and it won't fit very nice on the cake because it's a horn, it'll stick up. That's all I said to her, and then the customer's like, when I go flash forward when the situation occurred, she was like, walks up to me like, oh, you're the one that did that cake? I was like, yeah, no problem, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, you ignored me. And like, this is where I like, no, I didn't. I was actually busy serving a customer. You blew me off. Like, no, I didn't. How the heck do I blow you off when I was busy serving a customer? I was busy talking to a customer at the time. Sorry, my focus is on the customer I'm dealing with. You have to wait your turn to talk to me, okay? It's called the word patience. And I swear to God, people are lacking those these days. So, getting my butter bronzer. So I was like, she was like bitching and complaining at me. I'm like, oh my God. Can I get the hell out of this conversation right here, right now? I'm like explaining it to myself. I'm like, whatever. I really don't care. I'm like defending myself at this point. A stupid cake. She was like, trying to explain it to the best of my ability. And the one thing that drives me the most, I have the issue with, is when people accuse you of something when you're not doing it. Like, oh, you put them off. Like, no, I'm busy serving a customer. Yeah, so I was like trying to explain it to her. Like, she was like yelling and screaming at me. I was at the point where I was like, well, in like verbally assaulting me, not really screaming at me, like verbally assaulting me, like telling me, push me like down, like at the point where, like, why is there no one calling upper management? Like, can someone please like interfere with this conversation? Please call a supervisor or call the store manager or the system manager or someone. Get me out of this conversation. Like, they tell people, like, people were like, walk away from the conversations. I couldn't walk away. I was actually in shock, even though I was recording for years. It took a, like, if I was expecting, I'm kind of the type of person I'll stand up for myself, but it came out of nowhere when I'm like, what the heck happened type thing. Was not expecting whatsoever, so it wasn't fair. I'm like, great, and I'm sitting here like this, and like, I'm so done with this conversation at this point. So finally get away from this conversation. And I finally get away, trying to go upstairs, and I had a friggin' meltdown. Right at the bottom of the stairs, going upstairs. And okay, I'm going into the Tarte blush called Party. It's one of my well-used blushes. So I was like going there, and all of a sudden, like, I think what happened was, if I remember correctly, I think I might have ran into either maybe my shop steward at the time, or my current shop steward, or a team member or someone. Saying, oh, go upstairs, go talk to the store manager. He's upstairs, or they're all upstairs in the office. I was like, okay. So he's like, I got there, get myself together, and then like explain it to him again what happened, and they happened to caught a camera, and then I had a freaking meltdown there again. It's like, I don't cry very often, blah blah blah. Like, I'm like, honestly, I'm a type of person, like, I don't cry at work very often. If I do, I'm on like either I'm freaking meltdown or I'm pretty much something like that. It's more like I'm like pissed off to the point where something didn't turn out right. I'm right because really mad at someone, and that's where my anger comes in. So, like, okay, they caught it on all the cameras. Like, okay, great. And I say it before and I'll say it now. I said before and I told everyone, if so-and-so comes in, A, I'm not doing her cake ever again. I'm pretty sure she got banned because I don't see her cake order, so and yeah. Finally, no highlight. Oh, my go-to highlight. Becca Vanilla Quartz. Yes, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it I could think of.
I see you're getting ready.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dressed.
I am dressed.
Angel's not out of bed yet.
Angel's still in bed?
It's sprawled out in there.
Really? There it is.
You ever listen to yourself back again? After you do it, you ever look at yourself the way you sound? Well, maybe you should.
Well, it's because I don't have because this thing is really picks up a certain mic at a certain point.
Yeah, but do you ever listen to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why?
I was just wondering.
I'm actually more dressed than you are right now.
Well, I heard you in here, so that's why I was wondering if you were or not. My partner's still in bed.
Well, I wouldn't blame
I
her.
was gonna crawl back in, but then look at the time, and he'll be coming. So
Oh, he's coming back today, right?
he comes every day.
Well, I haven't seen him the last few days.
What?
I haven't seen him the last few days.
Well, he hurt himself, so
Oh, he did?
yeah, so he hurt that.
Yeah, that was my mom. So I went to the, I just used the Cool Beauty liner. And then the Cool Beauty brow. I'm going to here. On the line. going to start